Hi there, this is Ashwin again. In this video, we are going to learn how to install and use PyCharm IDE for creating and executing Python programs. So in order to get started with that, we need to install PyCharm IDE. So open your browser window, type www.jetbrains.com. So JetBrains is a developing company which has developed this PyCharm IDE. So you can check the menu here. We can see PyCharm in under the IDEs. Click PyCharm. This is the download button. Click the download button. Professional version is used by the professional people, like the people who use Python for web programming. So these people prefer to go with the professional edition. I mean, the people who can afford to pay for richer set of features. So if you are a student or you are someone who cannot spare much on a dedicated editor for Python, you can go for the community edition, which is completely free. Just click download and the download will begin. So in order to save us the hassle, I have already downloaded the installation file in advance. So let us execute this setup file. It is going to ask you for administrative privileges. Click yes. Go ahead and complete the wizard. Let it install in the default path. So here we can see a couple of checkboxes in the wizard. If you want all of your Python programs to be associated with PyCharm Community Edition, then you can check the last option. But I would recommend you not to do so, because you can also accomplish this later from the OS settings. So we are going to leave it as of now as it is. Then we are going to click next and we are going to install it. It will take quite a while for installation, so I'm going to skip this part. Okay, now the PyCharm Community Edition has been installed on our system. So just click Run PyCharm Community Edition and click Finish. Now this will directly invoke the PyCharm Community Edition. Just keep this option checked. Do not import previous settings. So if you have got any older version of PyCharm or any previous installation by some other user, then you do not have to import its project settings. We are going to get an opportunity to get the fresh start. Click OK. So here we can change the look and feel of our IDE. So let's see how to do that. So as of now, I have been using Eclipse for writing all of my Java programs. So I'm more comfortable with Eclipse. So I'm going to keep the key map scheme as Eclipse. So let's see the IDE theme. I'm going to keep the IDE theme as Windows and edit colors and fonts. I'm heavy user of GitHub, so I'm going to keep it according to the GitHub. So we can click here to preview, and this is how our code will look like. Okay, so let's click OK, and okay, so now we are here into the create new project window. Just click create new project. So let's name it test project. Pay close attention where it is saving the project files, because you might need to refer that path later in order to open already created projects. So by default, PyCharm Community Edition creates and saves in your user directory. So here my username is Ashwin on this particular computer. So it is creating in my user directory under PyCharm projects subdirectory. So let's click create. Okay, so it is going to show you the tip of the day. So if you are a new user and you are not much familiar with PyCharm Community Edition, I would recommend you to keep this thing as it is. Okay, to keep this particular box checked if you are not yet comfortable. So it is gonna keep on showing you the tips. So once you get familiar with PyCharm Community Edition, you really do not have to see this every time the PyCharm Community Edition IDE is invoked. So I'm going to uncheck this because I have been using it for quite a while. I know actually many things here. So I'm going to click close. And now this is the text project. This is the Explorer window. So I want to create a new Python file. Let me maximize it. I'm going to right click the test project tree root thing, and I'm going to click new, and going to say I need a new Python file. So it is going to ask me for the name of the Python file. So I'm just going to say prog01, and see we have actually the other option, the kind. Okay, so the kind means what type of file I am looking forward to create. So I want to create a Python file. Okay, so there is other option, Python unit test. So we are not going to get into that because we are just getting started with Python as of now. We are going to explore that, the Python unit testing, later. So I'm going to name it as prog01. You really do not have to add an extension because this is an IDE for Python, so it will automatically, and we are actually mentioning that it's a Python file, so it will automatically add .py after the file name. So in operating system, while browsing in the file explorer or on the command line, it will show us as prog01.py. Just click OK. So this is going to create a file, and it is going to save the entry for that file in the project metadata that it belongs to this particular project. So now if you are going to expand your project tree, so your file will be listed under your project. So I'm going to say print hello world. Okay, and I'm going to say run. So it is asking me what to run. So I have executed it. So now we can see the output here in the window. I have highlighted it, the output. Okay, so it not only runs the particular program, but it also displays us what command line, what shell command it has used to execute our program. So you can just, the first line is the command actually, which it has used to execute the program. So now as I had told you earlier, that it saves it in user and my my users directory under PyCharm projects folder. So under PyCharm projects folder, it creates another directory known as test project, and in that test project directory we have prog01.py. So as I said earlier, it automatically adds the extension. So let's try to execute this command on command line, and let's see whether it works. It will most probably work as it is without any modification. So I have pasted the command, and let me press enter. So here we go, it works. So basically this PyCharm IDE invokes the Python interpreter in the background to execute the code that we have created using this editor. So we can edit the run configuration. We can even provide the parameter, command line parameters to the script, and we can even change the Python interpreter. So suppose if you have got like multiple versions of Python installed, PyCharm IDE is going to automatically detect how many interpreters you have got installed on your system, and then this drop down will populate the list of all those interpreters. As of now, I have got only Python 3.6.1 installed on my Windows PC, so it is showing me only one option. But many people have multiple Python interpreters installed on their system for checking the compatibility of their code between the Python versions. So they can actually use this facility and change their interpreter, and then they can check their code compatibility with all the other interpreters. So you can even provide the command line parameters here, as I have said earlier. So this is how we use PyCharm Community Edition IDE for creating and executing the Python code. Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel for more educational videos on Python. Thanks a lot.